The stage is set. It's Biden versus Trump. The current Democratic president and his Republican predecessor will face off in Atlanta, Georgia for the first of the two debates ahead of November's election. In another development, for the second time in 2 years in the United States, a major Supreme Court abortion decision has been accidentally leaked before the justices officially released it. This time, however, the most likely explanation is a clerical error by someone who manages the court's website. With the leak coming just hours before the first presidential debate, what implications will this have? What are the likely issues for both presidential hopefuls in the first debate? My name is Hemkor Saroya, and to discuss this, we're now being joined by Collins Chong Yew Keat, Foreign Affairs Strategy and Security Expert. Sir, thank you so much for joining us on WION.
Thank you.
Sir, as I mentioned, the stage is set for the first presidential debate, which has been scheduled earlier than it is normally slated. What will be the key things that you would be looking out for?
Well, we have seen a number of issues that have polarized domestic U.S. politics for years now. And of course, abortion issue is one of the main contentious issue that has been, at the fault lines between both parties. And of course, immigration also is at the forefront. We have also seen how foreign policies have also been at the center stage, where Trump has been criticizing Biden's policies that have been weakening the U.S. at the world stage, unlike his term. And of course, also now we have seen how the Supreme Court, the posting at the website has also, in a way, affected some of the narratives, and especially on the issue of abortion. And we have seen this, both candidates have been disliked by, majorities of Americans, and both wanted to present a new narrative, a new, overtures to the American public that both of them have been, well qualified enough and have been at the forefront of maintaining their relevance, their resonance with the American public. And Trump will be looking into this as one of the main leverage to reassure Americans that, his felony conviction in New York is one of the, just a stark example of how the left or the liberals have been using this to suppress Trump and movement, while Biden is trying to reassure younger Americans and his traditional base, of course, with Black Americans as well as the younger segment of the population, that despite his old age, despite the narrative attacks by Republicans of his fitness for the office, that he's trying also to maintain to create this narrative that what is at stake will be the true essence of American freedom and democracy.
Absolutely, sir. I just want to focus on the abortion access issue for a minute here. It's interesting that the Supreme Court draft judgment was leaked just a day before the debate, in which abortion rights, as you mentioned as well, are expected to feature prominently. What do you make of this?
Well, we can see that it's not a final decision yet. It's not a final opinion, as has been pointed out. And we have also seen how Trump has been using this issue as one of his trademark victories, or one of his trademark successes during his first term in power, of overturning Roe v. Wade. And this issue is mainly being confined to the state of Idaho. And I don't see it as overly worrying for Republicans, and Biden administration might see it as a key victory, but it remains to be seen in the future how it might be overturned again. And but it's interesting to note that three of the conservative justices, two of them appointed by Trump himself, Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett, that they have also been seen as aligned to the other three liberal justices on this issue. But I don't see it as the being predominantly having a greater leverage on the Democrats, especially during this upcoming debate.
Right. And sir, of course, you mentioned this as well. Age is a big concern this time around. People will be closely watching for even the slightest slip or a fumble or a gaffe. What's your take? How do you think the two are positioned, considering they are the oldest men to be running for the White House?
Well, both of them have not shared the same stage since the last debate, 2020 presidential election. And we have also seen how this conflicting, diverting, in terms of the interest, in terms of the personalities, and of course, in terms of the preparation for this debate alone, we can see how Biden has been, in Camp David for the past 1 week, trying to, practice, trying to rehearse, trying to fully prepare himself for this important debate, while Trump has been his usual self, going around and having these interviews with these conservative media outlets. And, both have been trying to make this as one of the key turning points in their candidatures, in their campaigning overtures. And this is one of the earliest campaign one of the earliest debate stage that we have seen, and even Trump. I mean, Biden himself has this mini studio stage in Camp David, trying to project, similarities in terms of, having this greater, resilience and, preparatory level in terms of facing Trump. And as we can see that Trump has the higher leverage in terms of having this, using this felony conviction as yet another, overtures or attempt by the Democrats in downplaying the Trump movement, the MAGA movement. And the way that we can see is that Trump can fully capitalize on this momentum as to recapture new grounds, as to recapture new segments of the population, and also in the important swing states in Georgia itself, in North Carolina and Virginia, where both will be heading soon after the debate.
All right. Well, sir, thank you so much for joining us on WION with your insights and perspective on this.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.